Hey everybody, it's Taco Talk. It's Tuesdays with Ninja Steve. And as you can see, I'm a little different today, just a little bit. And this is what we're going to work on right here. Are you ready?
Let's
Let's go.
go.
We're going to restation the camera and
Okay.
I'll tell you a little bit more about the mask, etc., etc.
Awesome.
Okay?
All right. No one's in yet.
Okay.
So
We're
you're
just
right.
having fun for ourselves.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween,
All right, we
everyone.
got one. Say hi. Where are you
Hey,
coming in from?
hey, exactly. Where are you from?
All right.
Tippy, 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 tippy.
Da-da-da-da.
Anyway,
8
it's
people. All right.
taco talk. Taco talk. All right.
All
Rum,
right.
rum, 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 rum. All right.
There
Here we go.
you go.
All right.
Love it.
Oh,
Reach everything.
yeah.
I didn't know what paint you had. Is it all of them?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Um. Hey, everybody. So listen. Today we're going to work on something really fun. I had a last minute invite for Halloween, and I thought, well, coming from the theater, I'm like, I have paint all over my hands. Why not create something? So first, I'm gonna. So this is the mask. There we go, and it is foam core. I built this up. I hot glued and then stapled a mask with a elastic so it will stay on my head, and then some support with some more foam. Let me see. Hi, Oracle. Oh, you were here last time. Great to see you that you're back. So look, this is what I want to tell you. Foam core. I drew it out on a sheet, bent it, and then I painted it. I've been using the Deco Art paints that we have here in the studio. Oh, how about like this? There we go. Okay. So I used a lot of different. I actually used quite a bit of different. I put them all down. They're not really in camera anymore, but I used a lot so that there was a little bit of gradation from a light kind of blue to a darker to a darkest. This is actually purple and laid over the kind of royal blue to give it a deeper, almost marine blue. And this is a metallic. And I'm going to, on this mask, I am only going to do the outlines of the eyes and the mouth, the teeth, and the eyeballs. I already started to cheat because I was too excited. Let me. Ooh, this is like everything's backwards. Um, so I use jet for the center. I'm using crystal around for the white. And so just the eye will be done. And we're going to work on this now. So I'm actually using mostly from the B-dub mix because what is really cool about this mix is that I am going to get to separate it. So I'm going to use the aqua. Listen, my accent is just so thick. The aqua and the aqua AB, and then the crystal or the clear can be used in the white. But I am just going to dump this out. And as I work and talk, let me see. Okay, there's a bunch of things being put into the chat. Uh, yeah, thank you, Kelly. Oh yeah, don't forget restock 20 is till the end of the month. I'm using fusion-tack in our little ninja bottles here, and my favorite is the crystal katana. That way you can read it. And I am going to grab my little pile of little extra so I don't have to hunt and find. So remember, what is the important thing to remember when we start on something with lines? We're going to do our guideline, or I'm going to do a border all the way around. Does this pull it in this way? There we go. Um, Actually, this is good. Y'all can see. Do we have people in the room? Okay, hey, 23 people. So look, I'm smearing on some glue, and it is truly smearing. I wanted to point out a couple of other things. So on camera, the lines look pretty good. They're a bit janky, and that's okay because we're going to now. Let me pull my stones around so I can actually see them. Um, by placing the stones on them, I'm going to create a lot of beautiful straight lines. So again, this is the V-dub mix, and I'm pulling out the glue is fusion-tack. Yes, it is. Someone else? Did I miss something? Oh, sorry. Yeah. So it's going to create a little texture by using the two different colored stones. I mean, it is aqua with aqua AB coating on it. And I'm just going to go around. And so, in my thoughts of the mask is what I forgot to tell you all is all the dark blue or everything except the mouth. Oh, this camera angle towards you, towards me. There we go. Actually, that's a better. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Sorry, we're having a little technical difficulties, people here. Gonna move. We're gonna move this and pull it towards me. There we go. I'm going to fill in all the, in this case, the negative space. I'm going to do it all in glitters. And I want to try to use a darker blue, maybe a little purple, or maybe rainbow blue in the top. And then as it work down, it will get lighter. I think it will be just super fun. And it's going to create a nice effect, obviously, for Halloween. So I'm going to like do two things at once, only because I know what I'm doing. Well, it's thought I know what I'm doing. Let's face it. Yeah, exactly. So this is, going to be worn one night, and I don't think it will be. It will probably see the studio for the rest of its lifetime. This looks very. Thank you so much. How about we just start picking up crystals and put them on? Oh, she did. Yep. Actually, that's pretty much true. I constructed the shape. I mean, I should say I made the drawing last night. Drawing. Did you hear that? Did you get it with my accent? Yeah, exactly. So my name for this is tribal water gourd. Gourd. You know, that's exactly what this is. It's a kind of a tiki kind of thingamajig. But anyway, I am going to just, because I'm pulling, I'm the stones. There we go. I am actually, normally you just grab and pull. So for the border, I can absolutely grab and pull here. When I get to fill in, I might, oh, that just tipped over, went right in the glue. How do you like that? Am I gonna take it off? Yes, I'm gonna take it off. Look at me scrape it all the way across everything. Doesn't matter, this glue is gonna dry clear. Put that to the side. Um, Anything else? Wowza, okay. Wowza. Don't take a clear because that would not fit in. I just need to stay in within the border of what I painted. And so, is anyone out there making costumes for themselves, their kids, their husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, anybody? Anybody? No, only teasing. So, I think this is it's going to be obviously extremely sparkly, which I think is awesome. No. Okay, so I'm using fusion-tack because it's quick and simple and easy. It's on this foam cord. It's not a paper, but I mean it's something light. If I had used say a two-part epoxy, yes, it would be super shiny and glossy, but it would add weight. And because I'm going to be having this on my head, I do not want to add more weight. Now, the thing is remember, when you're making your design, keep your spacing consistent, whatever that means. That means if you have a lot of gaps, you have a lot of gaps, but you don't want gaps really close together and then gaps and everything, because then it will look incredibly funky. And because this is a piece, it's going to be worn at night, so it's going to be dark for one thing. So it's probably just going to bling, 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 sparkle, sparkle. Let's see. No comments, people? Oh, man. Wow, you're so quiet today. I wouldn't mind if you asked me a couple of things. Yeah, no one's making costumes. No one's looking forward to Halloween. Oh, my goodness. So I don't want to say the smaller ones for fillers, but yeah, that's looking good. What can I tell you then, if you have no questions? So I once saw, this is based off something that I saw like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. And it was actually it was done actually with glitter fabric. And it was cool, but I thought, you know what? And the reason it would be super cool to do what I'm doing. The reason I am not doing the whole entire piece in stones is because it would just be unnecessarily heavy. And I just said the word, it would be unnecessary. So, oh yeah, it'd be stupid expensive, certainly for, just one night, unless you could get more use out of it. My glue is drying because it's on this material. I mean, I'm just throwing a little jabby, dibby dabby in there. And don't want to force them, but we do want them to go in there. So as you can see, I got a nice borderline going around. Yeah, and on camera it looks actually quite good. So that's nice, you know. And and something like this is for effect. So trying to cause don't get any white in there, the effect. And so I think this is going to be, I can tell you this much, if I was walking down the street at night with this, oh boy, that'd be pretty fantastic. I'm not saying I walk the streets at night, but I'm just saying that, if you were. Actually, here in San Diego, there's a neighborhood, Hillcrest, and they usually have a block party, and there's a couple of bars and clubs. So what ends up happening is people just end up walking up and down. I actually have spent many a Halloween just walking up and down the street looking at everyone dressed up because it's so funny. I think it's funny because there's either super creative people doing stuff, or there is a common theme. I wonder what the theme will be this year. Anybody? Yeah, let's hit the like button for Steve. Steve needs a like. Um, but yeah. So you can, part of the reason I wanted to do this too was the fact that you can take any of those inexpensive, actually the mask behind here was less than $2. So yeah. So you can see this is it's a I don't know what this material is. It has a little bit of a coating on it. In fact, I found out that when I used the hot glue gun this morning, it adhered, but because there was a little coating, and then what I do? I ripped off the glue and I gave it a little sanding because sanding will help the adherence. The glue has something to grab onto. But yeah, and so this is the foam board, and then we have a couple of layers of smaller pieces of foam. And the thing is that this part rests on my chin, this part rests on my forehead, and this just rests on the top of my head. So when it's on my head physically, it's very, very secure. This thing is not moving anywhere. I'm going to probably spray paint this all black just so that it's all black. It's all uniform. So someone walking behind me are like, "What that hot mess that's standing in front of me?" Until I turn around and then like, "Oh my God, that's amazing!" But this would look like a hot mess. So um, super cheap Halloween mask. I mean, I could have just taken that. It's a really cool shape because these teardrops go down on your cheeks. I either could have fully blinged it out, or I could have made some kind of design or something. It does have, well, actually, yes, because I ripped off. There was all material. It was extra tacky. It was quite hysterical. There was like a fake velvet on, and then big sequins around the eyes, red and gold. I really have no idea what the character or what it was supposed to be, but you know, um, it was fun, and it was just that when I tried on the mask, I was like, oh, the fit was really good because I knew that I was going to have the height of this, and I like Kelly's like interacting with me, which is awesome because if not, it'd be a really long mon- monologue, and I'd be like, they hate me and they don't like what I'm doing, and I'm like, no, I'm only kidding. You're exactly. You're all like, what the hell is he doing? Let me see. Now I want to find a 20. Here I am hunting and finding. What's that? Yeah, it's somewhere near here actually. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't I have friends that invite me, and they said it's mandatory Cinderella. I love that. Cool. You love it. That's awesome. Um it was mandatory costume, and I'm like, oops, I better get going. Gotta get working. I think my entire life, I don't think I've ever, I don't, I don't know if I've ever actually bought a costume because I, I'm a creative person, so I just really think it's fun to to make it to begin with, and plus being challenged to be like, ooh, what can I be? I think, do you remember? Oh, this was 2015. There was a song, what was it? Something like the Fox song. Do y'all remember that was super popular?
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
so that was really a fun costume. There was, and the group that sang it in their video, they wore uh black pants, white shirt, and I think I was gonna speak in German, brother, a long tie, and so I wore that, but I got those fake. I think they were like rabbit ears, to be honest. These fake ears, and I cut and mold them so that they were like little fox ears. I spray painted them brown, and highlighted them in red, and then I like YouTubed my tutorial on trying to find um, really cool fox makeup, and I did, and it was fun, super fun party. Who's having a house party? Oops, I just put some wet stone out there. Never mind, it's still within the lines. No one's gonna comment. Where did the fox say? Oh, exactly, exactly. Did it? It was like yeah, 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 or something, something like that. Oh, hey, Maureen, how are you? Thanks for stopping by on your busy. Well, it's, no, are you on the North Coast or the West Coast? You either 3 hours later or about the same time. Okay, I'm checking my lines. Looks good. On camera, it looks amazing. That's always good. That looks amazing on camera. In real life, it's it's one of those things in real life it looks awful, and then on camera it looks amazing. No, it looks great. It looks great. Now, I am going to let's see. I'm just going to make the spacing. I'm just going to get that clear stone out of there. Don't want that in there. Um, okay, I got 10 minutes left, people. What can I tell you? Hey guys, I'm in Victoria, BC, above Seattle. Okay, so I think you're on the same time. So, what is today? Oh, it's Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Well, hopefully, I'm sure fall is fully set into your hemisphere. So what else am I going to do on this? I told you, I'm just doing the outside border, the eyeballs. I'm going to do iridescent white glitter on the white part. And then on the blue, I'm going to do different shades of, yes, well, I have to tell you, Boss Ninja, Susie, has come to the day when I was like, she's going to wear it. Oh, I don't know. I thought maybe I was going to make, I think it's, all you historians out there, you can tell me if I'm right or not. I think it's Elizabethan. You know when they wore those collars around their neck and it was all ruffles? Yeah. So she was like, "Why don't you do?" She said, "I have a whole bunch of black tulle." So because the proportions on the mask are sized, I'm gonna make a mammoth tulle collar, which will be mostly in black, but I'm gonna get some blue um, to go with the so because I'm a water god. I'm not Aquaman, but I'm a water god here. I just think it will be like it will be like I'm gonna have the big collar and then like a robe, so it should be super fun. Well, it is going to be what it is, but I think it's going to be super fun. And can't wait to see the finished part. Yeah, I can't wait to see the finished part. Yep, I will post the pictures. I will on our Facebook account, right, Kelly?
Yes.
That's the best place to. Oops, hand slipped. Just push glue everywhere. Doesn't really matter because that's going to be all covered with glue. This is where I'm precise, but also it's not so precise, which is really, it gives you the freedom to just go to town and have a good time. I did, I'm going to, on the outside, on the black, I'm going to do 20s. I guesstimate it with my eye. I may have to extend the line a little bit because you do not want, here, I'll show you. You do not want your crystals outside the line. Let me see. I'm going to pull that up. There we go. You see how that one's raised? I'll put a few more down. Um, if I, oh, could I say if I did a few more times? Um, you can see that's so janky. Can you see how this is nice and straight? And then it goes blah, 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 blah. So make sure it's pushed behind the this blue. Since I'm using this blue stones, it's actually a iridescent paint because this is really about all sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. So I want it to be as shiny as possible. All right. And so when I come to the doing the inner line, I know I'm going to use 12s because I want a thinner line. So I'm always trying to create depth and texture in the things I'm working on because it's usually quite subtle. It's like not necessarily too much people will pay that much attention to it, but those that will look to like there's a lot more than just all everything's used in 20s. I could use 20s. I could have used well, it probably would have been ugly, so that's why I didn't do it. um, but let's see. Any more comments? No. Time
No.
check.
Yeah, I'm not seeing all the comments.
Are there people comment?
It's not that you- That's like on my page.
Oh, okay. Well,
YouTube, we're seeing all the comments, but Facebook is not doing so.
all right. Well, sorry, Facebook people, which that's what I'm on. That there seems to be no comments, so I know that there's comments. Maybe we'll find them and be able to address your comments or concerns or questions or whatever.
5 minutes.
All right. So as you can see, even so, I'm talking and trying to look at the camera to see if anyone's asking anything. Um, I did a nice little section. So embellishing something that you already have is just, that's it. You're embellishing it. So you don't have to, you can accomplish a lot in a short amount of time. So the next time you see this, it will be either as it is or it will be on my head with my cape. Maybe it'll be a live action shot. No. All right, I know this can fit in there. And there we go. Yeah, that's a little bit better for you all to see. And I need something small. Yeah, I did get this done quick. It would be quicker if I wasn't pretending that I was looking at the comments. I'm looking every so often, trying to make sure my head's not in the frame. So one that's a little bit over, and there we go. And this glue is very forgiving. There's a little movement, and it's drying, but it's not dry. And if I'm correctly, the manufacturer, you should check all your what's the code name for all the specs on glue, Kelly?
SDS?
Yes, check the SDS. I believe it's 3 to 4 days, right, for this glue?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for it to be completely cured, you could put, but I just need it done for Halloween. No, it's uh, what I just said is that there's still some movement in the stones, and there's some really wet glue there. But yeah, I think 3 minutes left. Oh my goodness. Anyone on Facebook want to shoot me? Not shoot me, but ask a question or a comment. Maybe we have to run over to YouTube. I think Kelly said is where all the comments are.
Clara
Yeah.
says she's sorry she
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys on Tuesday I try to just do fun, random, weird things, just so that you can realize you can put crystals on all sorts of things. And I'd like you to unleash your creativity and push yourself. If you had seen what this mask looked like an hour ago, I was saying, God, it's so ugly. I mean, truly, I think there's always a time while working on a project. I'm like, ooh, I really don't know if this is coming out so great. But the point is that I know that I'm doing all this, and then there's uh, fine tuning, which means I'll clean up any lines. I will even out the color in the painting. On camera, it doesn't look bad actually, which means from a distance, that's exactly what it's going to look like. Pretty awesome. But there are stages in your creativity or in your project. The thing is that if you're working with an epoxy, well, you got to know exactly what you're doing because your glue is going to dry on you, and you're gonna be like, yeah, not moving that unless you get a hammer and chisel, and sometimes that is not what's going to happen. So, yep. So now you're all going to be dropping like flies. Anyway, I want to thank you all for coming in, stopping in today for a taco talk with Ninja Steve, and I look forward to seeing you next week. There'll be pictures of this when it's completed. Thanks so much. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Kelly says bye.